MF Doom died.
MF Doom passed away. Rest in peace.
2 months ago, man.
That's fucked up.
News.
That's fucked up.
That's the most Doom way you could possibly find out about his death.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy that he did that.
The only way I could have saw it being more Doom is if I found out he'd been dead for 2 years.
Yeah, this whole time he was never really alive.
Yeah, that's the only way I feel like it could have been more MF Doom is if it turns out he's actually been dead since like 2014. Like,
when the decade changed, they wanted to get out of here.
He died before Sean Price died.
Crazy.
It was funny. Domino was talking about doing some Carnie stuff, and like, well, it made sense. I think it'd be pretty cool if he's like, yeah, he should have had like a live show, or if shows were still around, he should have done a live show, and then made the announcement there that he passed away at a live show, whatever, and then had a fucking just them play the instrumentals, or have a guy come out and impersonate him, whatever. But yeah, I was like, that would have been pretty cool. The crowd would have went crazy, playing his instrumentals, and fucking everyone just fucking celebrating, cheering, fucking whatever.
I really don't think that if there was a show for MF Doom show and they came out and announced, yeah, actually MF Doom is dead, I don't think that the crowd's just gonna be like, yeah, let's fucking play the accordion beat. Living on borrowed time, the clock tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick dastardly, and they're fucking like, no, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's some Carnie shit. And I was like, oh, you can't really book it like that.
Yeah, that sounds like some shit that'll cause PTSD. Like, roaring in the crowd at that, just cheering, and then leaving the show and being like, wait, what?
Yeah, bro, if I go to see a rapper and they come out on stage and they announce, yeah, actually he's dead, but they put on the beat.
The beat was there, not my favorite song.
That's it.
Shit.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? They can't start playing accordion right after they tell me he dead while I'm at the show to see him, but I'm just be like, my energy's gonna be a little different.
It's fucked up for the rest of forever.
Yeah, no, the man, the energy in that whole room's gonna be different. I was like, if they fucking made the announcement there that happened, I was like, they can't have a show. Like, everyone's gonna fucking people are gonna want to leave or something. Like,
I would.
Surprise Doom show where he's dead. Rest in peace, my guy. Rest in peace, man.
Surprise Doom show where he's just not alive. Surprise.
Yeah, wow.
He's just dead.
Oh man. That shit brought me back to Grubhub, and as I've been just going through this whole catalog this past weekend and shit, or this past week. Damn, I got my days mixed up. But yeah, that shit just took me back, man. I was on my patio crying, listening to fucking Doomsday and shit. It was great.
Doomsday was hitting real different.
It's the one.
Doomsday was hitting real different. I was talking to Philos about this, and I feel like Doomsday era, like Doom production, is like, it's like maybe my favorite style of production ever, because nobody's ever replicated it, and not even Doom ever did it again, really. Mm-hmm. Like, he made beats in this weird, stupid, shitty way for one album, and then he like evolved again every time. And so like, there's just only one album really that will ever sound like Doomsday, and that's Doomsday.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Doom is the, I'm not sure how to word this, but I can't think of another rapper that is, or like just a creator in general, a creative person with such a unique voice that's completely their own, like in every facet. The way Doom wrote, the way Doom delivers, the way Doom puts his production together, the way he makes the little collage, like everything Doom does is so distinctly Doom. And like nobody has ever really been able to replicate even one aspect of him. And he was all those aspects at the same time.
With ease. Yeah, it almost felt like everything felt so easy and that it should be there. And there's lessons in it. And that's why I cried listening to Doomsday, because hearing it the first time, it felt like he told me to play it when he died. So what am I supposed to do?
When you see the way Doom always wrote about everything, including himself and his life, I feel like it was hard to even process his mortality. But now that you know he is mortal and dead, all of his stuff about life hits way different when it's no longer just through this mysterious mask. Now it's from like a person who has passed away, like a life that is gone. Like, it's a lot different to hear "living on borrowed time, the clock tick faster." You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro.
There's a lot of little lines he says now where it's just, the whole hook of Doomsday different now.
Very.
Like,
my guy.
like everything, that whole shit hit different now. One thing that I really was appreciating about Doom these last couple days, listening to him a lot, and I listen to all of Doom. I've been listening to King Ghidorah. I've been listening to Victor Vaughn. I've been listening to fucking Doom shit. I've been listening to Mad Villainy shit. I popped in some JJ Doom shit. You know what I'm saying? I've listened to every fucking era of Doom, every collab of Doom. You know what I'm saying? I've been on all that shit. Like, fuck, what was I gonna say about him? I have a lot to say about Doom. I think there was like 3 years of my life at least where I didn't listen to any rapper more than I listened to Doom. Doom is like my comfort rapper. Like, when I have no idea what I want to put on, I put on Doom. Like Doom is my go-to for just, I don't know what I want to listen to. I can put on any Doom album and I'll be fine. Like, I can just listen to that shit. Yeah, crazy.
Hurts. It hurts.
Yeah. Wasn't I couldn't even believe it when I saw it. Like because the post was all weird. And I was like, "Fuck, is this true? Like, what's going on?" Like, yeah. And then I called Joey Z, and I was like, "What's happening right now? Is this true? Like this? Like I saw a post like half an hour later or something, and then Joey was like, "Yeah, no, I've just been standing here." He was like, "I don't know what to do." He was like, "I was gonna shower, but now I'm standing."
Yeah, no, I stood outside of my shower taking phone calls for quite a while. Yeah. And then right after I got out of my shower, I think somebody called me, and then I was on the phone with them for a while, and just a lot of phone calls coming and going.
Yeah.
A lot of
I was on my way driving here, and I just kind of looked at my phone for a second, like, oh, let me see what's happening on Facebook real quick, and I got some crazy news on Facebook.
Crazy.
And I was like, fucking.
It was funny. I texted Philos about it. Now, not like Doom is Philos' favorite rapper, and I listened to Doom before I was friends with Philos, but I feel like Philos is the person who made me love Doom. Like, he put on Doom and I listened to it differently because of the way he listened to it. Like, I'd never been around anybody that knew every word Doom was saying. You know what I mean? I'd never been around nobody that would recite Doom lyrics and everything. You know, like, I listened to Doom, I liked them, but when you listen to Doom with Philos and you felt it the way he felt it, and he would be talking about it, like, it made me appreciate Doom completely differently. And it made me feel like I got it. Like, I liked him, but I probably didn't really get it. And then Philos kind of showed it to me in a way where I was like, oh, I get it. And he showed me like all the other, because I knew Doom, but I didn't know about like fucking all this. He showed me like, no, King Ghidorah. He fucking Victor, like, he knew about all this shit. He told me all, like, he connected all these dots in a way that I'm pretty sure I do any time anybody talks to me. I don't even have to do them now, where I just start like a madman, just connecting all the wires and shit in front of you, drawing the spirals. When I texted Philos about it after I heard the news, and I was like, "You hear about Doom?" And he texted me back, and he was like, "Nah, I don't know nothing. What's up?" And I called him, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that when I called him, I had just been crying, and I probably sounded like it. And I was like, "Doom is dead," and he's like, "What do you mean?" And I went, "MF Doom is dead." Yeah. And he was like, oh, I thought you meant like the game. and I thought it was really funny that Philos assumed that I was texting him out of nowhere with news about Doom, the game that me and him have never talked about ever, and I don't even know if he's played. And not Doom, both of our favorite rapper. So that part's funny. but now he understands. He was like,
Damn.
so I was like, no, dude. He's like, oh, yeah, no, he was pretty old and overweight. When you're that age and you're black and overweight, that's not a good combo.
Yeah, kind of gonna go.
He just said it to me like, oh yeah, no shit. Of course he's been dead for like, what else has he been doing for 2 months? Philo's talked to me about this like it was expected. Like, of course he's been dead for 2 months. He was just like, yeah, no, that's really sad. Yeah, no, it makes sense. He just immediately accepted it. He went through like the fucking like the dabder or whatever. He skipped all of them and just went straight to acceptance. Raw acceptance immediately. Just like, yep, nope, absolutely, of course he's dead. Why wouldn't he be? What else would he have been doing right now?
Shout out to Philo's cult. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, that was a funny phone call. And then he called me back later. He was doing something at that moment, so he called me back later, and we had a more in-depth conversation about Doom and reminiscing about Doom. And yeah, both me and him both were taken back to the day that Sean Price died, which we both feel is the last time a hip hop death hit us like this. I understand that this is a way bigger loss than Sean Price for most people. Doom is objectively a much bigger artist and influential artist for everybody, but this is definitely this one. I was just like, here we go. Like, I was like, this is the Sean day again. Like, I started thinking about it, and Feels brought the same shit to me. Just like, I remember the day Sean died, and we put on that fucking song where he was like Pantera and marijuana, and we had to shut that shit off and start screaming about it. And I was like, I've been thinking about that exact moment all day. Like, I remember where we were. I remember that moment so vividly, and I've been thinking about that all day. Like, man, it's the same feeling I remember feeling that day. Just like, fuck. Like, it is a little different for Doom because I feel like, and it may not even be a thing everyone would agree with, but I think that Sean was getting better with age, and I think that he was I think he just kept getting better the older he got. Yeah. I don't feel that way about Doom. I think it would be hard to even gauge how good he is anymore because of how infrequently he drops anything. And when he does drop a thing, you don't really get a full vision of where he's at because there's so little of him on there. And the things that are him on there, sometimes like, oh, he spit that verse 3 years ago on this thing or whatever. Like, you got so little publicly, like, you got so little Doom output that it's hard to even tell where he was at. We don't know how much music he was ever making, how much he's ever writing. Like, all of this is all private in itself, but then the public stuff we got doesn't really clue you into like where he's at with all this shit. Right. So it's hard to even call it, but from what we got, I wasn't as excited when new. But I don't even feel like, because if I heard 2 weeks ago that there was a new Doom album dropping, I'd be freaking out.
Right.
But like, that's also different because like he hasn't dropped in like 10 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Was the last thing Mad Villain in?
No, the last.
Or Mad Villain?
So there's been Doom, but a lot of people. The last Doom album was in 2009.
Okay.
But I mean, he's done shit since then, but it's all like collab stuff. But I mean, Mad Villain's a collab, but like he did like JJ Doom. He was on fucking Czarface did a record with them too. He's not on there a ton, but he's on there quite a few times. Yeah, like he's been on things, but there hasn't been like a solo Doom album or anything like that in over a decade. So yeah, that it's just such a different thing, but just the whole feeling all day is I was just like, man, this is nothing has hit like this since Sean. Like, and it's not no shortage of hip hop deaths, you know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
But like this one hit
close to home.
Hit real different for me. I feel like this one hit real different for a lot of people just by the new nature of Doom. Like the way he is, I was talking to Philos about it. Philos told me that after Sean died, and this is kind of crazy too, Doom put out a video after Sean died where like he's on a boat and he like puts out a little like, you know, message to Sean or whatever. That's not a Doom thing to do. Doom never did that before or since for any other rapper's death.
Crazy.
And so Philos told me, he was like, you remember that video? I'm like, yeah, no, I remember exactly. I've been thinking about that video today too. Just fucking, I remember that shit. It's all linking back in so many little ways to when Sean died. And then he was just like, yeah, I remember that video. And when I saw that, it made me realize that Doom was going to die one day. And I thought that was crazy because I remember that video, but I didn't think of it that way still. I feel like I never registered or even considered that Doom would die. Like, I was talking yesterday, I every once in a while just think like, what's it going to be like when Hove gone? Every once in a while, I just think about that. And I think, like, man, that's crazy to think about. Yeah. I don't think I ever thought about that with Doom.
Crazy.
Nuts, bro. I feel like I never even considered that Doom could or would die.
Never even thought about how old he was. Never thought about anything.
I felt like when Doom died, he was going to be like 84, and we weren't going to find out for nearly 3 years. Like, it was going to be something like that where he been long retired. He fucking living out somewhere on a boat. We have no idea. Like, and I never thought it would happen in a time where it still felt like any day now Doom could just come back out.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was super old and retired or nothing. Like, nobody was thinking like Doom's done. It's just, this is Doom and he don't come out with shit a lot. You know what I mean? But it never felt off the table that like any day out of nowhere now, Doom could just come back out the shadows with some shit.
Especially where hip hop was going. Like, the rise of Griselda, Freddie Gibbs, like underground hip hop making this giant ass buzz in 2020 maybe forced the society. I understand that. If he did drop some shit, like you said, it'd be fucking crazy. Like, listening to Adult Swim, I'm glad you brought up that story with you and Philos too, because I didn't know who Doom was until I was sitting here with you. And I'd been listening and watching Adult Swim my whole life, and then I think you turned something on, and I was sitting around like, where the fuck did he get the Adult Swim soundtrack from? Because I wasn't looking up for that shit, and then I Shazammed it, and Doom came on, and the rest was fucking history, dog. Fucking Grubhub into greenbacks, so I'm done.
I say I actually also learned about Doom through Adult Swim, but in a weird way. Not in the way that most people learn about Doom through Adult Swim with like the fucking Danger Mouse thing and all that shit, and like him being on Adult Swim. I never saw Doom on Adult Swim. I wasn't watching Adult Swim during that era. I didn't have TV. I learned about Doom because I was on LimeWire trying to get the Aqua Teen Hunger Force theme song.
Word.
And Doom had by that time the Danger Mouse album had come out, and so his Aqua Teen Hunger Force song existed. So when I was trying to download the Aqua Teen Hunger Force theme song on LimeWire, I just kept finding this weird Aqua Teen Hunger Force rap song by this guy named MF Doom, and that was my introduction to Doom. That's how I found out about Doom. I was just like, who the fuck is this guy rapping about Master Shake? Like, what the fuck is this? And that was how I learned about Doom.
Yeah, man. What a guy.
Yep. I did remember what I wanted to say earlier, listening to him yesterday and like just listening to Doomsday and listening to all of his stuff, really. I feel like a lot of people put MF Doom lyrically into like the like backpacker like second, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I feel like people don't really appreciate how much street shit Doom talks. Like, people really don't, like, because it's so like weirdly said often, but I'm like, there's so many times where he very clearly is just talking about being on the block.
Yep.
Like, he's saying the street names, like he's talking about the people there, he talking about the shoot, like it just I feel like people really don't, like, they're so caught up in just like, oh, he says all this crazy stuff, the rhymes are so dense, and it's just like, man, he just talks about himself very plainly, very often.
His experiences.
It's a lot of times it's very plain things. He just tells them in like a sentence and a half. He just can tell you such a full story with so like such brevity and make it all rhyme so densely that you can hear it hundreds of times and never really register it. And then one day you just might hear it and be like, "What? Wait, no, he just told me like that's just a thing that happened." Like,
word.
Yeah,
I've heard this song a billion times. Never heard that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like people don't really appreciate just how much Doom is just talking about street shit in his rap songs. Like, he's not just saying weird, crazy, cryptic, weirdo shit and riddles like a lot of people like assume like the average Doom song is. They're just like, "What the fuck is this, bro? Doom is so crazy." And
It's
I'm
life
like,
lessons in there, man. Y'all just gotta listen. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, something else Philo said. He feels like Doom is his mental father. And he says that every day for like the last 10 years, he feel like there hasn't been a day that's gone by where he doesn't think of a Doom line in his head at some point. And I was like, I think I feel the same. I think of Doom shit all the time. Like, I feel like there might not be another rapper who I have riffed on more when I write than Doom. You can take a Doom phrase and you can say it exactly the same way he said it, and it can mean something completely different. Like, you can do so much with a Doom sentence. There's so much mileage in so many of Doom's just ideas. Just the way he phrased a concept. Like, there's an infinite amount of like shit you can pull from like a Doom. Like, it's crazy.
It is, man.
Huge loss. Huge loss. Yup, that's 2 out of my 3 cries for my life.
Damn, cuz.
Yep, I'm only gonna.
Next with Fove.
Well, yeah, I'm only. Yup, you know exactly what it is. You know exactly what it is. I've been telling everybody. Number 1, I cried when Sean died. Mm-hmm. I didn't know, but number 2, it turns out I was gonna cry when MF Doom died. Number 3, when Hove dies.
I don't even want to put that in the fucking knock on something. I don't even want to put that in the atmosphere.
I'm gonna be crying, and my 4th teardrop is gonna be into my casket, bro. Straight up.
That's it. No more to the
I'm done. I'm finished living. After I get my 3 out the way, I'm done.
I don't think we gotta worry about Hove dying though.
Oh no, Hove got money. No, bro. Sean, no money. Yeah. Doom, probably not a lot of money. Sean, bro, Carter, bro, the legacy of Carter, bro.
He's gonna have a whole new heart. He gotta replace his whole body.
I was gonna say Jay-Z realistically is cloned himself already.
Jay-Z got there's an AI Jay-Z. His consciousness has been uploaded. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
we already got AI, bro. Blue gonna have that.
Facts.
No matter what happens. Yo, that thing. This is an old thing to bring up, but it just suddenly reminded me of it. That shit that happened with Kim Kardashian and Kanye, where he gave her like a hologram of her dad.
Yeah.
For her birthday or whatever. That's the funniest shit in the world.
I didn't see this. I think I seen it like pop up and I just didn't read it. I just didn't pay attention to this. And fucking there was a hologram
on like
you can tell him about it while I look it up.
I think they're at dinner. Or I feel like they're at dinner or something. And it's her birthday. And I don't even it's either Kim's birthday or it's Chris's birthday, but Kim's birthday makes more sense in my head. It's Kim's birthday. And Ye just presents her with a hologram of her pops in his suit, looking like her pops.
That happened this year?
That happened this year, cuz. That happened in 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking that's crazy.
Part 1. That's when that shit happened. It was ridiculous, dog.
For my birthday, Kanye got me the most thoughtful gift of a lifetime. A special surprise from heaven. A hologram of my dad. It's so lifelike. We watched it over and over, filled with emotion. It's awesome. I don't remember everything it says, but I know at one point he talks about how Kanye is a great man and a genius.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting your wife a hologram of her dead dad saying that you're a genius is the most
That's some Kanye
lit
shit.
in the fucking world.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That's some Kanye shit for sure. Pay that choir, young man. Stop playing.
Oh, fuck. Whew. That was a good one. I meant to bring it up when that happened. I'm glad that there was a reason to bring that back up for no reason, because
The possible Doom hologram show when he
Yeah.
announces death.
Yo, what an
Sponsored
insane
by
idea.
Domino?
Yeah, sponsored by
That'd be crazy. Yo.
Domino should do it.
He's been watching a lot of wrestling. He's got the Carnie mindset right now.
Yeah.
It's all right.
That Carney mindset, it'll get to you. It will get to you.
Nah, my man was just showing his honor.
Oh fuck! So yeah, that was a rough one. Saturday. What today's Saturday? What the fuck day was that? Thursday?
It felt like Saturday.
Yeah, it was fucking yeah.
Oh, it's Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Year's Eve, wasn't it? Yeah.
While we
Yeah.
on rest in peace too. Rest in peace, is John Huber. I don't want to call him Luke Harper.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
that's-
yeah,
I feel like that's
yeah. We
disrespectful.
actually didn't even talk about
We
that
didn't.
last week at all. Which I'm not surprised about. I've been talking about this all week. This man died harder than any wrestler has ever died. And wrestlers die all the time,
Yeah.
but this guy died so hard. This dude, I was like, 3 days after he died, I was just like, I can't go on Twitter again and see more stories about him.
Yeah.
Like every day it keeps happening. Like I'm sure that by the time the podcast rolled around, I was so exhausted already.
Yeah.
Because when Wednesday rolled around and they did the tribute show, I all day, the night before, I was telling my friend, I was like, oh, fucking wrestling's coming out tomorrow. They're gonna do a tribute show for Brody Lee. I don't even know if I want to fucking watch it. Like I was like, I don't know if I can take it anymore. Like they can't keep doing it.
Yeah,
And
can cuz.
I watched it, and then multiple times I
Yes, they did.
screamed, I didn't want this. I don't want to watch this.
Touch too many people, man. He's real influential. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when you're good and you're gone.
Yeah, no, that was a heavy loss in the wrestling world. Man, both of these deaths were weird for my Twitter timeline, because my Twitter timeline is basically like 4 segments:
Yeah.
wrestling, rap stuff, crazy stuff. What's the 4th one? Fighting game stuff. That's it.
Alright.
Yeah, that's all the stuff. And so when Brody Lee passed, a big segment of my Twitter is going nuts. Then there's like the whole other half of my Twitter just has no fucking idea.
Yep. No clue.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been really weird seeing fighting game Twitter throughout all of this, because there's multiple fighting game players who have not even registered either of these big deaths this week because they don't know anything about wrestling. They don't listen to rap music. So both of these mean nothing to them. So like, I'm just watching Justin Wong on Twitter just beating people up in Marvel 2, just like, he has no idea. He has
no idea how heartbroken he should be right
fucking
now.
clue what's going on in the world. He's just having a blast. Like, my Ryu was nasty, bro. Like, he's having so much fucking fun. He's just chipping dudes to death. He's having a fucking blast. Like, yeah, when Brody died, I was like, man, like the whole like rap side of my, like, there's just so much of my Twitter that has no fucking clue what's going on, and the other half of my Twitter is on fucking fire right now. It's going insane. Same thing happened when Doom died. But it was crazy because like I'm still like it just switched around, because now the whole wrestling side ain't got nothing to say about this, and half of them are still talking about the other guy that died a week ago.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, man, now the other half of my Twitter is also in flames. Like my entire Twitter fucking went up in a week. Like it was crazy. And now all they had to do next was like kill Magneto in my fighting game Twitter. Like, Like, you go fucking nuts.
Put it all
like,
together.
Yeah, it's fucking like Cyclops dies and like something will happen. Like Justin Wong will finally feel it. Like,
It's funny because like half of my Twitter is like sex workers, and even sex workers are updating about MF Doom.
Oh, yeah.
That's because they playlist smack, cuz. Shout out to Keisha Gray.
yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
Shaking ass to Doom is crazy. Shaking ass to Doom is crazy.
I watched a girl have sex to Doom.
I
She was
believe
getting
it.
the shit pounded out to Doom in the background. And then they lit a J.
Living up borrowed time, the clock tick faster. That'll be the arrow they knock the slick blaster. Dick dastardly and Buckley with sick laughter. A gunfight, they come to cut the mix master. ICE cold, nice to be old. Y2GC, twice the threefold.
I seen it. You have to do that, cuz.
Oh shit. Oh man. I can't believe she was getting her head knocked off to accordion, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Just smoke.
I can't believe she was getting assassinated to Doomsday, bro. Shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the sex workers.
Oh. Wow. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Doom.
Rest in peace.
Sean Huber.
Rest in peace, both of y'all. Legends. I don't know if you've been seeing all the stuff going on with his son, Brody Lee's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brody.
Yeah, I have a little bit.
I don't know. You didn't watch the show or anything on Wednesday?
I saw the tribute.
Yeah,
I watched the tribute. I didn't watch the whole show. I saw like a couple matches and then the very end.
Yeah, I would say the whole show was just a tribute for him.
Yeah.
Fucking, it was all made for him. Yeah, you saw the shit they were doing with this kid and shit.
Yeah, brought him out to the ring and retired his boots.
Yeah, and that belt too.
Yeah, the TNT
they
Forever champ.
Yeah, they're gonna make a new TNT belt, but yeah, they said like that design of it, like that era of the belt, like no, that's his forever now.
That's fucking beautiful.
And yeah, from what I understand, they pretty much signed his kid.
Oh, that's what's up.
Which I was like, that's a fun excuse to just keep giving the family money. Just sign the kid. And yeah, they've said like, yeah, no, he's an AW guy, and like when he's old enough, we're gonna train him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're if he wants to wrestle and he gets old enough, like, yeah, we're gonna take care of him. We're gonna train him. He's one of our guys.
Legendary.
So yeah, that shit's cool. I was seeing all these New Year's videos. Yeah, fucking everybody, the whole roster at the party, and that fucking kid's just running around wrestling everybody on the roster for fucking, like, it seems like all night. That's all he did was just run around and fight wrestlers, and they just kept selling for him.
Nah, let's see all that. That's good though.
Yeah, no, Adam Cole was there. Fucking,
That's
fucking Adam Cole's wrestling the kid and shit, and man, Adam could fucking sell for that kid. Adam took that lariat.
Yeah, it was really cool, and then the tribute show was cool too. At the end, I'm just showing all the crazy pictures throughout the years, and they're showing the picture of him and Bray Wyatt together too.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, cool, fucking yeah, break that wall.
I really did appreciate that they acknowledged everything.
Yeah,
like
lines were completely blurred.
Acknowledge his career. Yeah, it's just a show that was about him.
That was one thing I also really appreciated on Wednesday is all of the WWE talent that were just straight up tweeting about the AEW show, just being like, everybody just go watch this show tonight.
Yeah. Like,
go watch the Brody Lee show. Like, there was no bullshit. Nobody was saying. I didn't hear a fucking word about. I honestly thought NXT might not have aired or something. I was like, did they even do an NXT show tonight? Like, what's up with that? Nobody was talking about NXT that night.
That would have been really cool if they did that, but they would never do that.
Yeah, nobody was talking about NXT that night. Every WWE wrestler I saw tweeting anything on Wednesday night was all about the AEW show, saying, "Hey, go watch the AEW show tonight." Fucking like, yeah, I really appreciated to see that.
same.
Yep. It was a big one. Hey, I was a big fan of him. I really liked him. I was excited for when he got out of WWE. I was like, man, it's gonna be awesome when he gets into fucking another company where you can do shit. And when they brought him in AEW, I was fucking psyched for it. And everything he did, I liked it. Like he was really probably one of the best people on the show. Like anything he was involved in was good.
Yeah, it was always fun watching him.
I would say, yeah, since he debuted, he was not involved in one thing that wasn't like really fun to watch. Like every program he was in was great.
Yeah, you got to see him be himself, get his character over, and him just have fun. And you're like, man, he's having a great time right now.
Yeah.
And like after wasting so much of your career not having fun, and then you get to go somewhere, and you get to see someone like, oh shit, he's so much happier. Like and, that's cool. Yeah, we got to see him be happy for like a year. So
yep.
Cool. But yeah.
So you guys watch out, because once I'm happy for 1 year,
that's all it takes.
I'm out. I'm done.
Once he gets a full year,
say either Jay-Z's dying or I'm gonna have 1 year of happiness. those are the two options for my end game. Once I hit like 300 straight days of being happy, I'm gonna start looking for reasons to get depressed.
Damn.
Gotta break the streak.
Break the streak.
At month 13, day 1, he breaking the streak.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. Heavy week.
Yeah, it was.
Heavy week on the internet. I was so unprepared for Doom to die. I was not ready for that one at all. But yep. Legendary. Literally the fucking like definition of a rap legend to me. Damn near to the point of being like a fucking myth. Yeah. Like just so beyond in so many categories. One nice thing I guess about all this is how many new like there's like four Doom albums are in like the top 10 on iTunes right now.
Oh, for sure.
And I mean you can always look at it in a way where it's like it sucks he didn't get these flowers when he was here, but you know what I'm saying? I think he did. I think Doom had his legacy cemented. I think for so many people, Doom was the definition of like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper type of shit. I think I hope Doom felt all that love while he was here.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see how many people get to like experience that now for the first time. Like how many people just get to listen to Doom right now. Like they don't know shit about this. They never heard Doom. And now they get to learn about Doom. Like, that's
especially on both sides. If you're a music fan, like the bars and the production, just it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's a good moment.
Really, really cool to think about how many people are getting to enjoy. Just getting to enjoy the art we got left behind.
Yeah,
and I think we got a lot.
Yeah,
I know he didn't like drop too much anymore, but I think that we got a lot from Doom. So I don't feel like there's any shortage. You know what I'm saying? There's still plenty to dig through, and the shit that's there, I think you can sift through it for years and keep finding new things.
Yeah, I was gonna say since everyone's getting older too and experiencing life, and that's. I was gonna say when you guys are talking about becoming fans, I don't even know when I became a fan of Doom and when I started listening to him. Like Joey just always kind of played them, and so I just kind of heard songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I got like an Apple subscription, I listened to a couple albums, but I've never like sat down and like actually like read lyrics and like really like read every single word he said. So like that's something like I need to do, and I want to go do, just read all the words he said and fucking
Yeah, man, it's beautiful, dog. It's gems in there.
Oh yeah, no, I strongly recommend it for like Doomsday, especially. Like, you go through like Doomsday and you read everything he's saying, like it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I really need to do that because I haven't done that once yet. Like I've just put them on, like I'll listen to them, but you're just kind of listening to it. You're not like
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
really thinking about every single word he's saying.
Doing that with Doom is crazy because sometimes you'll just have to stop like every other sentence. Like you'll just have to you have to really think about like he'll say so much in 4 bars sometimes. Like in 4 bars, he'll talk about like he'll make a joke. He'll say something about his life. He'll say something about the street. He'll say something about the rap game. He'll say something about his brother. He'll talk about like a dead friend. It'll all be in like a 5-bar space. Like it'll do so much sometimes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Fucking what a legend. What a legend. I don't even think I ever said what episode this is or did the introduction.